Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hope you guys are all doing well. As you can see, we've got George from Bayern Now, the biggest Bayern channel. How you doing, man?
Yeah, thanks for gassing me up there. Yeah, I feel good now. I feel better. This is my first time on the channel, so
100%,
I'm
man.
excited.
100%. Let's get it. 100%. So yeah, man. You to be fair, you did gas me up. You said I'm the most consistent. So I'm gonna have to,
Yeah. I feel lazy every time I see your notifications. You did a stream. Now I got to do a stream.
Well, if I'm motivating you, then that's a good thing. I'll take that. 100%. But yeah, we're going to be talking about transfers. Obviously, we just did a stream over on George's channel. I actually got to watch a little bit of chess before the stream started, so we take that. We take them ones for real. But yeah, you were saying about Harry Kane. Now I want to start with Harry Kane. A lot of people might not like this, but what is your opinion on Kane? Would you take him at Bayern? Because personally, I would.
I think he's the perfect striker that we need. He replaces Lewandowski perfectly. All the skills, his traits, his attributes as a player. I really like how Kane plays. His finishing is superb, and just the playmaking. I think he's that striker. And then you got me confused. You threw me under, you just shocked me, And you said you wouldn't take him.
Well, the goals.
Well, 110%. Maybe because you're not gay, so you wouldn't take it. But yeah, you confused me, man.
The goals, 110%. I would love the goals. But the problem is, when you go on an interview with Gary Neville and say you want to be up there with Messi and Ronaldo, and then you don't push a move to go to a bigger club than Spurs that win absolutely nothing, that's the reason I wouldn't take him. I'm not an idiot. 110%. We need those goals, 100%. So many times Lewandowski saved us. Shouldn't mention his name, but Lewandowski did save us so many times. And I just don't like the fact that he never wanted to push his way out of Spurs. Now it seems like he is, but that's because they're terrible. But they always have been. So yeah, man, I don't like the fact that he's never won a trophy. If he stays there, let's say he signs a new contract and stays there, he's going to go down as a 30-goal striker that never won a trophy. That, to me, just blows my mind.
Dude, you made a freaking good point. His mentality has to be questioned because you're right. You can't say you want to be one of the best players in the world and you're 29 and you're still stuck at a club that will never win anything. Let's be honest. Spurs ain't winning anything. Wow. I didn't even think of it. Yeah. I look at Kane and I go, why are you so focused and dedicated at beating this Alan Shearer record? Because that's the only reason he's still in the Prem. He wants to beat Alan Shearer's record, goal scorers, and scored the most goals in Prem history. Let's be honest here. When he retires, Kane, no one's going to be like, oh, that's Harry Kane. He scored the most goals in Prem history. No, everyone's going to be like, that's a dude that never won a trophy. So that's a good point that you just made. And now I wonder if my love for Kane will ever change.
I just don't think. Yeah, I don't like the fact that he's obviously not even trying to push. Because realistically, I don't know if he could do exactly the same thing as Erling Haaland, but he could be in that particular position now because they wanted him before. He didn't push his way out, and then they obviously went and got Haaland. And also, another reason I don't like him is because if he would have pushed for Man City, we would have got Haaland.
That's a good point. Oh, wow. So Kane ruined it. He ruined us. That's a crazy point. I mean, someone had asked a question earlier on my channel.
Yep.
So ideally, what positions do you think we need players in? Because we're going to have different opinions.
Yeah, of course. Did you want me to start?
Yeah. I'll start. Yeah. It's your channel. I'll start.
Go on then.
And then you can finish it off and just make me look stupid and no ball knowledge. Well, I think we need a DM. That's absolutely important. That's what we were just talking about. I think we obviously still need a striker. we just have a different view on who. I guess someone said let's go for Tell, so maybe we could just use Tell as a striker and sign other positions. I honestly believe, I mean, we need a center back when Lucas Hernandez, or if Lucas Hernandez leaves and gets sold.
Yeah.
What am I watching in the background, man?
Background.
Legs are reflecting something, man.
The missus is playing Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, don't worry about that.
I was like, dude, you have a wife and hold on, you just said what?
Missus.
Oh,
basically the same thing. Same thing.
Oh, dude, why don't you do content with her? That's like easy views.
Nah, we don't need that.
If I had a wife, oh my god, the amount of clickbait. Oh, every girl reacts to Bayern Munich for the first time. Like, that stream's coming, by the way. I got that stream playing. Anyways, yeah. What was I saying? Someone said, what's wrong with Kimmich? I don't know. Did he get sick or injured?
I think
unless they mean
about the DM.
Oh, well, I mean, Kimmich has never been a DM in his life. He's just been forced to play that position. His best position is a combination between an attacking, not an attacking, a central midfielder. That's what he should be. Like Toni Kroos is for Madrid, just allowed to create, play make, control the game and the tempo of the game. Whereas you have a DM that does the dirty work. Kimmich should be doing the pretty work. He should be doing the makeup. And the DM should be like the toilet flushing the poop. So that's what we need. We need a toilet that flushes the poop. So we need a DM, a center back, Lucas Hernandez, or Pavard will leave. Lucas, 50-50. We don't know if the club would just offer him a stupendous wage increase to keep him. So I think we need a center back if he goes. We already signed Guerrero, so I guess that's our left back, Cancelo replacement done. Mazraoui needs to stay. If he leaves, we need a right back. We have to do a lot this summer, and it depends on who leaves and who stays.
100%. Right, I don't even know. So a striker is needed. I know someone said about Matthias Tau. I think he still needs to learn a lot. Right. I think there's a reason that his agent and that are coming out and saying that he wants to stay no matter what because he needs to learn. And going to a different club is just going to put pressure on him to, look at. And when we always put out strikers, look at Xerxes, for instance, it never seems to go well for a striker that's gone out on loan. So I wouldn't do that. You're not going to like this because I know your opinion on this. But for me, my striker would be Dusan Vlahovic. I think he would be brilliant, but not his Juventus. Like if you think of De Ligt, think how crap De Ligt was for Juve. I think we can get Dusan back to his best at Fiorentina. And your face is
I zoned out. Look, I think you might have misspoke. Say the name you said again.
Dusan Vlahovic. He's got again. Well, let's just say it. I would like Osimhen, but we ain't gonna get Osimhen. Not a chance. Not a chance for getting Osimhen.
The problem with Vlahovic is, look, the good thing about him is if you sign him, he's young. He's young. All right. Mm-hmm. And look, someone said I hate Vlahovic. Well, I'm not the only one. The Serbians or the Kosovans don't like him either. The people from Kosovo, because he thinks like Serbia owns Kosovo or something. So, we might be signing a political figure, might as well. If we're signing political figures, might as well sign Donald Trump, like, hey, why not? No, but on a real, Vlahovic he's 23. For a striker that's young, he can learn a lot. Lewandowski wasn't complete when we signed him. He was a goal scorer, but he wasn't the, playmaker he later became. But the problem with Vlahovic, the first touch, man, sometimes it's heavy. Look, you can judge a player by how sexy their first touch is. Mm-hmm. Like if they touch the ball the same way I would touch Beyonce if I got the opportunity, like just that player is cold. They're a bowler. But as soon as like you start wasting the ball, I don't know, Vlahovic, man. I don't know about you.
I could see where you're coming from. I just think if you go and put him in with Kimmich, Musiala, Coman, Nabry-Sani, whoever it is on the other side, I generally think we can get the best out of him. To be honest, we need a number 9. I know that a lot of people like Kolomyani, but for me, I don't think he's a number 9.
Yes. Okay, we agree.
Yeah, he's not. We need someone that's literally going to stand and bully those defenders.
Yeah, he's a more renowned version of Marcus Thuram.
And we're not even going for Marcus Thuram as well.
Big, black. Yeah, he's just like Marcus Thuram. Not a striker, but scores goals, so he looks like he could be a striker. But he's not a specialist. He has good technical ability, but again, limited when it comes to games where it's tight. We need that striker. Look, strikers are so important in these tight games where the team's giving you nothing, because their movement draws defenders out. And if they get to a cross first, it could be a goal. That's what a striker's there for, to strike, to be in the box, be a menace, move, take this guy out, create space. Exactly. So, yeah, if you just have a stationary Kolomyani always looking to run in behind or get some space and get in a 1v1, you're never really going to do anything.
100%. So, yeah, the striker is... Yeah, we have to get a striker. Okay. DM, obviously, we were talking on your channel just a couple of minutes ago about a DM. Now, Declan Rice is obviously the main one we're being linked with. I generally think we're being linked with him because of Thomas Tuchel. Other than that, I don't know if we'd be linked with him. But I'm not really too sure who we would get. Obviously, me and you mentioned, I mentioned De Jong. Obviously, you said that, and I agree with you. You want to basically put Kimmich, De Jong, and then someone that's going to be defensive behind.
Yeah, we were signing De Jong, which we aren't, because
of course,
the man is obsessed with staying at Barca. He just loves being at that mid club. I don't get it, because he's a good player. Why does he need?
Can't stand them.
Can't
stand Barcelona.
Trust me, they can't stand us either.
Yeah, true that. But yeah, obviously we need to go and get a DM. To be honest with you, obviously you mentioned Lucas Hernandez. For me personally, obviously a lot of media is just BS, to be honest. But if he wants to go, he needs to get out of this club.
I agree with that, because
100%.
I actually agree with that. You want to know why?
Go on.
Because we stuck with you through your injury.
And then you're just gonna
twice, not even just once, like twice, 4 times. Who knows? Oh, he had an ACL when he got here. We really put our trust in you. We paid you so much money, and then this sugar daddy in Paris Saint-Germain comes in, and you got your eyes open. Nah, look, if I'm paying that much money for a house, I'm giving you the best sperm in the world to give you amazing genetically gifted babies. I expect you to not even raise your eyes when another man is around. I turn into Andrew Tate. So the fact that Lucas Hernandez is doing this to us is outrageous. Nah, Lucas, man, how could you do this? I'm hoping that maybe, look, even if it's pressure from his agents, because how I look at it is he had a contract agreed with the old board. Yeah. And the new management's coming in. So he's like, this is an opportunity to get something. Maybe he links himself to PSG, and his agents just blow that out there. And all of a sudden it's being talked about, and his goal is to get a higher contract. Yeah. Because this is going to be his last major contract. If he gets a 5-year deal, that's his big contract, right? Maybe he's trying to secure the bag for real. But after everything we did for you, nah.
Yeah, no, I have to agree, 100%. I have to agree. If it is true, then he needs to go, because we need people that are going to players, shall I say, are going to play for this badge, and want to win for the badge. Look at Lewandowski, for instance. He played, scored all of the goals, broke the records and all of that, and then Xavi has a dinner with him, and he's going over there. So, 110%.
That ruined his legacy, to be honest. He can never really be truly seen. See, I think if Levy he didn't have the comments he had, right? He just kept his mouth shut, let Barca and Bayern talk it out. And leave peacefully. The fans wouldn't. I mean, we would hate him for about 2 years, but we would always go, but all those comments, it just kind of you ruffled a few feathers. That's for sure.
100%. I can't agree anymore. To be honest, if Lucas was to go, though, obviously Pavard is doing the respectful thing at the moment, and obviously wants to go. Also, who would be your ideal centre back to bring in?
I haven't even been thinking about center back. I've been so focused on us getting a striker and a DM. I haven't even thought about that. I mean, people always talk about Bastoni, but some people said Vardio, but I say no because he's a Croatian Upamecano. He's Caucasian Upamecano. Like as in same potential, similar age, and they make the exact same kind of mistakes. They both have Bazo in their game, and it's going to take them a few years to get rid of it. So I don't think we should go for Vardio. Unless he irons out those mistakes. Some people are saying Bella Kotchap, Kim Min Jae. I don't.
He's already going to United, isn't he?
Yeah, but 1 season at Napoli, even if he goes to United, I mean, he shouldn't. He should stay at Napoli for an extra season and prove himself again. Not that he has to, because this was a great season, but do it again. Someone said Rudiger, but I don't think that guy's leaving Madrid. Every time he gets on the pitch, he's punching people and kissing the badge. That ain't happening. He's where he wants to be. Someone said Maguire, and honestly, that's a good option because we need goals, right?
What about where's the comment? What about Pau Torres?
I don't watch him that much.
Well, he's left. He's left-footed. Spanish, obviously. Was actually linked with United for a long time, and then he's not a bad shout. But the problem is, I don't know if there's a release clause on him or not. I'm not sure. Let me look. Pau Torres release clause. Yeah, so. This was in 2022, end of 22, so I don't know if this is still a thing, but it says his release clause is 45 million euro.
45 million. I don't know. That's not bad. Someone said buyback clause on Nianzou. Nah, that ship sailed. Like, it was cool to just be like, oh, Nianzou young, but he's not cooking at Sevilla. No. Let's be honest. He's eating instead.
Yeah, for real. 100% the old one.
Yeah, the new one looks like a serial killer.
I wouldn't go that far, but I know where you're coming from.
Oh, for real. Look, just it's pure filth. He looks like he'll kill you, and I don't know. I don't like the new one.
I don't think he'd be able to play there, mate.
Well, wait.
Not.
So Upamecano makes mistakes in midfield. Oh no, at center back, like just losing the ball, losing his head, right? And we're gonna put him at DM where he'll get even more of the ball, and where he loses the ball could be even more detrimental. Nah, Upamecano cannot. We cannot allow him to go to DM. I get the logic. It's like like his passing is all right. But on the ball, like Upamecano is a good passer, carries the ball well from center back. But there's a difference when you go to DM because you're actually getting pressed more. He will lose his whole entire mind if he's playing in that position.
Yeah, 100%. What about Rafael Guerrero as the DM?
Hell no.
No?
He's short, 5'7", and that's not his position. I think just left back, left wing back, whatever Tuchel's thinking. Those are the only options I see for Guerrero. I don't think we need to sign someone. I mean, Matt Weaver looks really promising. If you look at the overall package, he comes in cheap. He looks like he has really good potential to do something, and. Yeah, if you don't know who Matt Weaver is, just look him up. Watch some comps. I don't know. I know we shouldn't watch comps to judge players, but you can kind of tell if a player is good based on how their comp looks. You know, if their tackling is bad, you'll tell. Like if they tackle the ball and it ends up, just going nowhere. But if they tackle the ball and keep it to their team, then that means there's something there. So there's a variety of ways to look at it. But I think we just sign. Let's sign no one. Keep Conrad Limer. Let's Limer DM play Guerrero left back. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just bring some young players in. Actually, yeah, it might be. Like, I'm sure we have a kid in our academy that can be a DM. Who knows?
What's your opinion on the Alphonso Davies rumors to Madrid?
Well, I read a story that Alaba was trying to convince him to go there.
Yeah, I seen that as well.
Yo, Alaba, you snake, man. Don't let me catch you somewhere. Look, we can't lose Davies. We can't afford to lose Davies. If Madrid want him, $200 million. Davies is a global brand, not just a player.
Yeah.
And his agent says we have 2 years with Bayern. We're taking our time to see how things develop in the next few weeks and months. We haven't made a final decision on anything. I can't confirm anything and can't deny anything. So his agent is, and how I'm looking at it, trying to get Davies a big contract, while at the same time, Davies needs to have a great season next year.
Yeah, this one was mid. Yeah.
At the same time, Bayern need to show Davies that we're a serious club, because if you're Alphonso Davies and Bayern have another mid-year, why would you want to stay? Like, a lot of people were deluded to think, like, if Madrid came for a Bayern player, none of them would want to leave because we're Bayern. We were Bayern in 2020, but we're kind of declining. I mean, we don't have a DOF, no sporting director. We're not stable right now. So if you're a player like Davies, one of the things that always got us sold to players was we're very stable. We're a stable club. When you come here, you'll know what to expect, who to talk to. We're not moving around, changing managers every week. But look at us, unstable. So this summer is so critical. We got to get to that level where we're in the Champions League semifinal or even a final next year. And every player is like, well, we got to the semifinal. We got to the final. We got to win it. We got to win it. If we don't win, that is, right? And then they'll want to stay. They'll be like, all right, I got unfinished business here. But if we just keep doing this thing, getting kicked out of the Pokal, winning the Bundesliga, doing nothing in the Champions League after the quarters, then, we will lose Davies next year for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because the agent, the whole thing the agent was saying was like, oh, yeah, we got 2 years left, blah, blah, blah.
Got time.
So it looks like he's going to stay anyway, but they are,
they're looking to see what Bayern do, how Bayern develop, and I don't blame them.
Putting the pressure on, aren't they?
He did say they had they had an agreement with the old management, right? I think Davies wants to stay at Bayern, and this season was terrible. It was, a few good games here and there, but if we can get a Tchouaméni swap deal right now, I'd take it. But like if they pay us some money because they.
Yeah, I was about to say there have to be some money on that.
Hey, Pavard blocked me on my old Twitter account?
Why?
You
took some shit or something.
I used to do things to Pavard, say things to him. Like, the fact that a player from my own team blocked, it's crazy. So I don't even think it was what I was doing on the channel. Because, look, I was just offering my opinion. I was always calling him average because he's still average. A great Pavard game is an okay game from Lucas Hernandez. That's the difference. So I was always like, just speaking the truth, telling people what I was saying. But on Twitter, I was on a different level of that. YouTube, I was tame. I was telling people, Pavard's average, but he can still be a bench player, blah, blah, blah. But on Twitter, geez, I was saying everything I needed to say. I was like, you remember that Chelsea game, the first leg, where we won 3-0? Well, I watched the whole game and I drew out every single Pavard error. I was obsessed. I was glazing. I was on his meat 24/7. So, yeah, if he didn't make a pass, I would like draw out the sequence, like where he could have gone. And I was always pointing out the back passes, like him just constantly passing to the back. So, yeah, I was cooking Pavard every day. But now, look, me and Pavard are friends. I like the fact that he's professional, and I'm loving the fact that he's leaving. He's professional, and he's not, telling people that Bayern isn't serious and doing what Davies' agent is doing. So, but he's too much of a diva for a player of his average quality. He just believes in himself a little bit too much. He believes he needs to start every game. It's weird.
100%. I don't actually mind him going, to be honest with you, because I think it gives Mazawi some game time, much needed game time. Eve obviously he's upset with Tuchel, but I think Tuchel will be gone by Christmas anyway. So, there's that. What's your thoughts on Declan? Obviously, we just spoke on Bayern now about Declan Rice and all of that. To be honest with you, just a quick sum up of what I said on George's channel. I think he probably wants the Premier League title. Not that they're going to get it, not with this Man City team.
Arsenal ain't winning no, bro. See, the only reason Arsenal performed so well this season was because everyone else underperformed. I think Spurs underperformed. It's not like Arsenal's team is just this world-beating team. And even if they get Declan Rice and Casado and all these 50 billion players they're linked to, it's not like City will just stop and United will stop and Chelsea are angry. They're like, we got to get back to where we were. Pochettino coming in, turning them into a transition team with the kind of players they have. He might get some really good performances out of players like Enzo Fernandez, and he might get Mudryk cooking. Like Pochettino is going to get all these players that he wants. Chelsea have an unlimited transfer budget. They're signing everyone that walks. Look, Chelsea is like a dude that's starving. He'll go for anyone. He'll go for that 2. He don't even need a drink to see that she's still a 2. Like, Chelsea will sign anyone. And I don't think Arsenal stand a chance next year I think they'll be fighting for top 4. They won't be fighting for the league. So I don't know why Declan Rice would go there if that's his desire to win the league.
100%. Smash the thumbs up, people. And hit the subscribe button if you are new. And if you aren't subscribed to George's channel, which you probably are, but if you aren't, click his name and hit that sub button over there as well.
And subscribe on here as well. Let's keep growing the community.
100%.
And everything popping.
100%.
Wait, Liam, what position did you play? I'm assuming you played
position. Oh, yeah, I played okay. I wasn't that good, I'll say that. But centre back.
We need a centre back. How tall are you?
6 foot.
Yeah, you need a centre back.
You ain't getting me running. I'll be running for 2 seconds and I'll be on the floor gasping for air.
You're British Beckenbauer. I just know it. I can see it. I can see you stepping out the back, like building through midfield, storming.
They wouldn't want me at the club because I'd be saying some mad shit on the mic. I'm not even gonna lie. Herbert Heiner would be the first person I'd be going for.
Wait, you don't like him?
No.
I think he's the businessman, not a football man. But I think we need both. He's the chairman of the supervisory board, so he does have incredible power.
Yeah.
The club president is more of an advisor to the executive board. It was Khan and Brazo running the footballing operations.
Yeah.
So I think Herbert Hainer for sure is making business decisions. And we have Jan Dresen now, who will be another business-minded individual, not a football man. So it's going to be interesting to see how this develops with the lack of balance there.
Yeah.
Having more business-minded people.
Yeah, I just don't like the whole thing of turning a football club into. Obviously, it is a business. I get that. It's generating stupid amounts of money. I get that, but like the guy's he shouldn't be at this club, to be honest. And that's just obviously in my opinion. What about Tonali? Obviously, I don't think we'll be able to pluck him out of Milan's hands. To be honest with you, but what about Tonali? Tonali? The
Well, I think we could take him out of Milan if we wanted. Milan's going through their own mini crisis. They just fired Maldini, so
yeah, I've seen that.
they're also going through a similar thing we're going through. Like, they won everything just a few years ago. They were looking really good, qualified for the Champions League for the first time in so long after going through all the regulations and the punishments for, was it financial fair play? I don't know. And now they're here and firing people. So it's if you have an unstable environment, there's a chance you can get any player from any team, as long as the team is look at Davies. Look, a few weeks ago, before we sacked everyone, including Nagelsmann, there were links Davies to Madrid, but you notice how his agent never said anything because there was structure. There wasn't chaos, but now there's chaos, and the players and their agents feel like, this might be an opportunity to see the future, see what's out there for me. But as soon as we stabilize, you're going to see Davies start saying, "Oh, I love Bayern. I want to be here." You're going to see his agent start saying, "Oh, I can't say this. I can't confirm this." And it won't be about Madrid. It'll be about renewal talks for contracts. You'll start hearing words like that. So, someone's asking if you rate Mount, and we talked about this, and you do rate him highly. He's your modern day Bastian Schweinsteiger.
No, just no. No,
You're right. Your modern day Zidane.
Bayern View, do you rate? I don't rate either of them. I definitely wouldn't want Mount at Bayern. I seen that Man United are being linked with him for 70 million. That is a joke. But Sadio Mane needs to get out as well. I think we got his twin brother. I don't believe we got him, to be honest.
Actually, if we got the real Mane, he'd be worse. His twin brother, at least, he's training to be a professional boxer after this. But like this version, see, look, people called me racist on Twitter because I posted a message saying to the Qataris and the Saudis and all the oil trillionaires, hey, like, Mane's available. He's open. Sign him, 300 million. That's where the bid starts. And they were calling me racist. I wanted him because he was black. I wanted him out. They didn't know who I was. They didn't know what I looked like. So it's kind of funny that Mane, being as trash as he is, if you want him out, you'll be called the racist. That's weird. Mane's trash.
He's crap. Offside merchant, to be perfectly honest. Chiesa is a good player. The only problem is, who are you going to take out? If you take Sane out, then Sane and Mane out, then Chiesa would probably work. But we got too many wingers, to be honest with you. The problem for me with Sane is when he should shoot, he passes it, and when he should pass it, he shoots. That's the problem with him, and his missus is always going mad online. So I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but yeah, to be honest with you, Chiesa, I definitely take Chiesa. What do you think about Chiesa?
Injury prone. Do we need a winger? And if we do need a winger, why don't we go for Vadascalia? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think we should go for that. Let's wait and see how his injury history develops. We don't have to rush into anything, especially in the attack. Unless it's the striker position, we need a striker.
100%.
All right, man.
So better than Mane. Madness. Madness. Doesn't even get game time. Would you? Yeah. What do you think of Barella?
Not a DM, but if we signed him, it'd be great if Goretzka left or something. So if Goretzka was sold, then Barella is like an elite replacement.
Sergio Ramos on a 1-year deal.
Not the worst idea.
Yeah, not the worst idea.
For me, man.
Yeah, he's going to go to Saudi anyway, isn't he?
It's a stopgap. Why don't you just? That's not squad planning. That's just doing what PSG did in the first place by bringing him in. Signing him to sign him. Bonus R for DM? What do you think? Bonus R for
DM? No, definitely not.
hard.
I generally think he is our Phil Jones. To be
We have
honest,
been linked with Brozovic before. The problem with Brozovic is he's not a specialist DM. I don't know how to explain it. No, he is. He could play well there, but not as a lone DM. He needs I don't know. Inter system is interesting. Who do you think wins tomorrow?
City.
Oh,
unfortunately,
I wouldn't care that much. I think I'd hate it more if Inter won, because we
slapped them.
We slapped them up, and they're going to do this to us. They're just going to win it all. But it'd be better for football if Inter win.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%.
Oh, City bought their way into a treble, man. Oh my God, they can call themselves treble winners. Their trebles used to be the Community Shield, the FA Cup, and the Prem. Now it's the upper echelon of trebles, the Champions League, the Champagne League.
100%. On free transfers though, obviously we're getting. Well, we've got Conrad Lema. We're going to get Rafael Guerrero. Who else would you take? Would you take, like Nikki says here, would you take Angel Di Maria at Bayern?
I don't get the point of that. We could have signed him before. I don't know.
No.
That's just signing him to sign him, not because you have a plan. We need to plan. This is not a year to stopgap.
Yeah.
We need to plan accordingly. And if we make the mistake of signing Di Maria and we know he's leaving, what's the point? What's the purpose of that? It's not like this is a COVID year where money's tight. We got to spend money if we're trying to keep up with City. Look how City dominated us in midfield because we didn't have a DM. We didn't have a striker who could score goals if we got the ball forward in the first place. So we have to be strategic. We can't just sign. Okay, Guerrero makes sense because you're signing a Lucas Hernandez. If Lucas leaves, then Guerrero as a backup left back is good. He kind of gives you that. If Lucas leaves, you need a center back. Like, we can't focus on that. We got to focus on keep Lucas, keep Davies, keep all these players if we're trying to go for that. And then start worrying about. And then after your transfer window's done, you sign the players that you don't really care for, like Di Maria just come in for a year. That's where it makes sense. But not now. Oh, what about Laporte as a left center back if we do lose Lucas Hernandez?
Yeah, I'd take Laporte, to be honest with you. He wants to leave. He will leave because Pep's not giving him the money. Not money, sorry, the game time. I said the wrong thing. So, yeah, he will leave. I remember watching him for, I want to say, his Athletic Bilbao. Is that right? He used to play for them, I believe. Yeah, and he was good there. He was good. So I would take him personally. But, yeah, what do you think of him?
I don't think that much about him. He's 29, which is fine, I guess. If he comes in cheap, like really cheap, then I don't mind.
To be honest, though, there's no way that they're going to be able to get a massive fee for him because he's not even playing. So I'll be selling summer. Yeah, there's a gentleman's agreement, if you believe it. There's a gentleman's agreement. He will go. What would be your opinion on Jan Sommer, like as a Bayern keeper?
Oh no, just he needs to go.
Do you think he's been good enough or not?
Kevin Hart in goal. Nah, man, he's too short. You got a midget in goal compared to he's the second shortest goalkeeper in the whole league, and that shows. Some of the saves he makes, they're not great saves. They're just him being short. Yeah. And some of the saves he doesn't make, you're like, oh, you could have saved that penalty. If your hand was just slightly longer. Neuer just big. It's hard to score 1v1s against him. Sommer, it looks like he'll make good saves. Like, he's not an average goalkeeper. He's better than most goalkeepers. But the problem is he can't ever touch that elite level because physicality, unfortunately, matters so much for goalkeepers.
Yeah, 100%.
Look like George in a massage room.
30 mil for Laporte. I think we could probably get him for less, to be honest with you. Kevin Hart advertises us. Wow. Right. There was a time we had 5 strikers in our team. How have we fallen? Well, we fall on these levels because the old routine, the old people in the background, they then went to some of the new guys, as in Brazo and Oliver Kahn, and they just messed up. To be honest with you,
it was the old regime that picked them. So
yeah,
that's a mistake that was made. And now that the old regime has to come back, and they have, and correct those mistakes, get people in charge that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Apparently, Khan had his job done for him by his advisors, which is bad.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not how you run a business. You don't just have advisors. Nothing gets done through committees. That's the number one rule in business, right? Yeah. If you're trying to get a project approved by a city council, it's hard. But if it's just one person making the decisions, you get a yes or a no. So Khan should have never just basically had his advisors, his friends, telling him, "Oh, this is a good decision." No, he should have known for himself. All right, maybe we sign this player, maybe we don't. Maybe I agree with Nagelsmann here. He let Nagelsmann tell him, sign Sabitzer. Okay, I'll sign Sabitzer. And Brazo was just recruiting all the wrong players, so he was always going to get sacked. So I don't know, man. I feel bad for Khan, but it is what it is. He had it coming.
Yeah, I did see that. I seen it was like he wanted to be, when there's like meetings and that, he wanted to be shouted, where this new guy's getting like 20 odd people inviting them to.
Yeah. Also, there was people saying he never interacted with his employees. And what kind of business is that? You don't run a business while not interacting with your employees and creating personal connections with them. So Khan made a lot of mistakes in that regard.
100%.
What do we do with our midfield? I think we need a midfield that can allow us to play three men in the midfield. I think we need a balance like the way Madrid have, where you got a DM and a box-to-box and then an advanced midfielder. So, I think Kimmich can become that box-to-box kind of, not really, just the terminology behind it, where he connects the defense and the midfield. So he's the deep lying playmaker, but he also creates chances for the attack. And then you need a midfielder like, I wouldn't mind Florian Wirtz. Imagine him in a midfield three. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be a 4-3-3, but it can function like a 4-3-3 when you're defending. That's the key thing. So when you're attacking, if you have a Florian Wirtz and a DM that protects all of them, Kimmich, he covers so much grass, so much space. Wirtz can just stay there and be like our Modric. Modric he doesn't have to come back and defend, but he does. And all he needs, his job is dribble through pressure, connect the midfield to the attack. That's Modric's job. Link up with Benzema. Get in the half spaces when you need to. Become a passing option if your striker's stuck. If we had that balance, we would cook for real.
What's your opinion on? Go on.
It was YouTube's with a follow-up comment. I feel like they want Kimmich to play the Thiago role. No, Thiago was a DM, which is crazy because people thought Thiago was a pretty player. Thiago is the reason we won the 2020 Champions League and we played so well. Flick used them and utilized them perfectly. Goretzka was the one running forward, but Thiago was holding the line. And his reading of the game was just crazy. His football brain just worked different.
100%. Yeah, I agree with that. What's your opinion on Gnabry? Because I know he's very hit and miss. I know some people love him, some people hate him.
Man.
You think he needs to go?
We're going to do this every year where one purple patch just outdoes and overcomes. We need to let go of Serge. Not gonna lie.
I do agree that he has to be more consistent. For me, I would keep him, but I understand where you're coming from. He does need to be more consistent, right. 100%. You can't just go half a season with average performances and then
not even half. Like I'd say 70% of the season. Wait, is that your guy?
Yeah, I got him here.
Nah, he's a bum. Nah. Look, I like Gnabry too, but he needs to go.
He needs to be more consistent. 100%.
No, he needed to be more consistent last season when we gave him the bag, but the man grabbed the bag and said,
Yeah,
"Nah, I'm retiring."
true.
So yeah, that's
True.
Wait, why do you Oh, because he's London, like you relate with him?
No, I just am a massive fan of him, but I do agree that he has been poor. I'm real. I'm not gonna sit here and try and defend him, with him as my profile picture, like most of these idiots on Twitter do. But like you said, he's not consistent, and that's why a lot of people want him gone.
Yeah, I like Gnabry too, but this was his last season for me to prove something, because I also said last year, just sell him. If he's we wasted so much time on his new contract. I was like, just sell him, sign someone else. And now he's just so. Sané's not on the sell list. I don't know what list you saw, but Sané's going to stay and probably renew his contract because this club likes him. His personality. It's funny because they say he had an attitude, but he seems to be a dressing room uniter. The fact that Mane smacked him up and no one in the dressing room respects Mane anymore tells you everything you need to know about Sané's character as a teammate. So I think Sané is going to stay, and Gnabry is likelier to leave. I think Sané is on Coman's level when it comes to being untouchable. I think they're both touchable to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. I gotta go to the gym, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go to the gym. So I appreciate you having me on. Are you gonna?
No, 100%.
Are you gonna?
I'll continue. Yeah, I'll continue.
Right.
Well, thank you for coming on, mate.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone for having me. The Bayern View is growing, and keep supporting Liam, man. All right, I'm out. Goodbye.
See you later, mate. But yeah, guys, obviously we had George in here. Fire in your questions, and I'll do an hour. So we'll do 13 more minutes or so. Thoughts on Chiesa for 35 million? Yep, I'd take him for 35 million, 100%. I would, to be honest with you. But the problem is, who are you going to get out? Are you going to get out Sadio Mane? Are you going to get out a Leroy Sané, so on and so forth? You know what I mean? Bayern is not happy with Sané. Too inconsistent as well. Yeah, that's the problem. That's a problem with a lot of our wingers, other than Kingsley Coman. A lot of them are so inconsistent, and I might have Serge here, but you could say it how it is, and I say it how it is 100%. He needs to be more consistent. He got the same goals this season just gone than last. But yeah, thank you for everyone coming in. Make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, keep comments coming in, and I'll like an old AC Milan with Pirlo as the DM, but you had Seedorf, and yeah, 100%, yeah. The Bayern View now. Can I come on for some transfer talk? Yeah. You want to come on, Bob? You want to come on, mate? Right, bear with me 1 second, Bob, and I'll send you the link. But yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thank you for this. Is going to be the biggest stream. I don't know if the channel's had. It's definitely the most people we've had in here in one go. So shout out to George, because that comes with him 100%. Right, I need to find this link because I need to send it to Bob. We're going to carry it on. Like I said, we'll do a little bit longer. And we'll go from there. But yeah, thank you to everyone that is in here. Fire your questions. In, and we'll carry on. Right, let's just and there. Right, the links are sent. Right, let's carry on. Xabi Alonso and Wirtz in 20. Yeah. I don't know if he can. I don't know if Xabi Alonso will be able to handle Bayern Munich. I think he's got a long way to go, but that's definitely an option. 100%. That's definitely an option. Definitely an option. Florian Wirtz. The only problem for me with Florian Wirtz is you got to be careful with Florian, because if you bring him in too early, I think Thomas Müller. Obviously, he's not Thomas Müller, but I think Thomas Müller is still there. And we've got to be careful with Thomas Müller, because he is you know, he's Thomas Muller. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Florian Wirtz, 100%. I'd take him, 100%. Who is Bayern's plan B for Rice? I don't think they will. No, I don't think we'll get him either. To be honest with you, Daniel, not at all, mate. I don't see us getting him. I think the Premier League, they're not going to win the Premier League, Arsenal, but I think the Premier League is a massive, massive hit from it. And you know, that's going to screw them over, to be honest with you. So yeah, generally, I would go with that.
Yes.
Welcome in, mate. Welcome in.
Thank you.
I would get rid of Mane and Gnabry and buy a world-class winger on the level of Robbery. Yeah, but the problem is who would that winger be though? That's the only problem. Who would that winger be? Do you think Bayern should go for both Vlahovic and Miani? There are rumours that the club is interested in going for both of them. Miani could be utilised as a winger. 100%. That would be brilliant. That would be brilliant because you know, he's going to be raring to go, of course. You know what I mean? He can play on the wing, but the main thing for me is you need to get a striker in, an actual striker, an actual number 9, and not someone that just has it on the back of their shirt, to be honest with you. Any good number 9s we should be aware of on the market? Well, obviously there's the striker from Benfica, isn't there?
Ramos,
but but I don't think we're going to go and get him. I generally think the only one really is probably Vlahovic at the moment. Harry Kane is obviously in there as well. But yeah, welcome in.
Hey guys,
how you doing, man? Don't go for Miani. Doesn't suit Bayern's style of play. Only Vlahovic or the guy from Atlanta. Who's the guy from Atlanta?
Højlund.
Højlund,
but I don't. He's not Bayern level quite yet, in my opinion.
You don't think?
Not quite there yet.
Okay. Pavard and Lucas leaves. How much would you charge for them? Pavard is average for Bayern, but would be elite for other clubs. 30 million is not enough for him. Yeah, it's going to be about
40 million for Pavard
40
and
to 50.
50 for Hernandez. 50 for Hernandez.
I'd go 40 to 50 for Pavard and like 60 something for Lucas. I mean,
100%. Let's at least get Mane another year before completely writing him off. Not for me. I could see where you're coming from with that. I just think, you know, that I don't know. I just I know where you're coming from though. You've got
there you go, Bob.
Yes, it is a hard one, 100%. We read that one, didn't we? Remember CR7 started as a left winger and turned into a class 9. Colin Miani has same potential, trust me. Yeah, he definitely could. He definitely could be good. I don't know if he'll be
So did Cavani, right?
Yeah. I don't think he'll be on Ronaldo's level. I love the stream. I'm Dutch. Love what you. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man.
There you
Thank
go.
you so much. We got. Which way is it? We've got another companion here. Bob's from the Netherlands as well. But yeah, fire your questions in. We'll do a little bit longer, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, thank you to you two coming in, man. Big up to both of you as always.
Sorry, I just got home from work, so I'm not wearing
cool.
my kit or anything. So
it doesn't matter, man. To be honest with you, the only reason I wear my kits all the time is because the only shirts I wear. To be honest, so what's the point of wearing any of
including
shirts?
Underpants?
Bro, he's going to start this underpants talk again. Man, Cavani would have been awesome if we got him in his prime. Napoli.
Oh yeah.
Cavani.
Oh hell yeah.
He would have been amazing, 100%. Can't we sign
or even what's that Colombian name? What's that Colombian player?
Falcao?
Falcao. Exactly.
Yeah.
Woo.
Atletico Madrid Falcao. Wow. Would have been nice. Can't we sign Mitrovic? Or I don't know if Mitrovic would be. I think Mitrovic is basically another Choupo-Moting, to be honest with you, but a bit better. I don't think we need. I hate to say it, but we need someone that is going to be a Lewandowski replacement and not someone that's
Don't you think Gonzalo Ramos can be that guy?
he can,
Yeah,
but the problem is, I think he's quite similar to Matthias Tau, in my opinion, where he needs to keep growing. Where
Yeah, exactly.
Bayern needs someone that are just gonna
And
fit
and
straight
that
in.
guy
and score
Rafa
loads.
Silva has been feeding him like really good balls for those goals.
100%. We read that one, didn't we? Any comment on our two?
On our recent free acquisitions, actually.
If you mean the two lads we got on free, yeah, 100%. I think Konrad Lehmer is a good player to go and sign on a free. Probably one of his better seasons this season just gone. To be honest, I don't know if he was playing for that move or not. Even though he's free, of course.
Yeah, people can always say that they're free acquisitions, but you can't deny they're really good, like business wise.
Yeah, but yeah, 100%. Because if he fails, you just sell him.
Mhm.
100%. And
Exactly.
I like the Rafael Guerrero one a lot.
Yeah,
I just hope it doesn't push Davies out. Mane does not fit in Tuchel's possession system. Also lost his pace. Yeah.
I still give
yeah.
him a year though to get his legs like moving.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from, but for me,
But
Bob,
if we give him another year, he's 33 when we sell him, and then we can nothing. But then we get nothing anymore. So if we sell him this year, we could still get 30 million. If we sell him next year, we get 10 million.
Actually, Bob, that's a really good point. If you put it that way, then I'd sell him actually.
even though we are cold on Vlahovic,
I don't. You know what? I don't think they're like saying anything about Vlahovic because you know how Bayern works. It's like all of a sudden, boom, you sign a player that's not on the radar or something.
And I think the problem with it is at the moment is none of the big boys in the media know what they're talking about because we haven't got any leaks coming from the club, and another thing is I don't think anyone at the club really knows what they're doing, to be honest with you. We're in such a mess. Obviously the main guys know what they're doing, but we're just in a mess, and we're trying so bad to get Declan Rice, and I think we're going to fall short. The fact that we're going to fall short to Arsenal as well is just
because I really have a big feeling we're gonna sign Dusan. Just I really have a big feeling that we're gonna sign him because isn't it weird that they're not saying anything about Dusan and then we need him so much? It's just like if we do like a lot of speculations, they'd raise the price up. I think they're trying to avoid that.
Yeah, no, I can see that 100%. Laporte is a decent shout, but would have to start him over Upa, and would they be okay with being on the bench if that's why? Yeah, well, the problem is there's I didn't mean to click on that. There's so many games. Like there's so many games. You've got the Pokal games, you've got the Champions League games, and you've got the Bundesliga games. And I don't think Upamecano deserves to start straight away next season. The massive pressure on obviously the City games and that just got to him. And when he come in at the later stages of this season, he was still shaky. So we definitely need to go and get a centre back. If obviously the lads are going to go.
How about you, Liam? You're 6 foot. You can do the job.
Yeah, you'll get me running for like 2 minutes and I'll be gassed out on the floor like breathing. I don't have asthma, but I'll be like asking for one of those. Yeah, I need to breathe. Where do you see
Musiala carrying a tank around?
Yeah, right. Running around. I'll be looking like a juggernaut. Where do you see Musiala better? I want him playing as the attacking centre mid. I know a lot of people are trying to push him out to the wing, but I don't want him out on the wing, to be honest with you. I don't want Musiala to turn into a crossing merchant. To be honest.
No, how about like an inverted wing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
I love that actually. That's how he plays. For some reason. Aside from like, because he gets really smothered when he gets really central.
Yeah.
By the
I
time he
can see
turns
that.
around, there's like 2-3 people rushing towards him.
Yeah. Loving the show, guys. Also, well, thank you, number one.
Thanks,
Also,
Tristan.
I think we need a winger who can score goals. Often when we lose our, 100%.
That can be Musiala.
Could be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't you think we need to add on that anyway? You know what I mean? Like it could be Musiala, but we need to also add on to that, especially if
Yeah.
this guy's going, if Serge is going, if Sane's going.
George just broke your heart, huh? Poor Liam.
We
Straight
are
up like, sell him. He's a bum.
like, bro.
We have Tel as
we
well,
are-
though. Who, Tel could play as a winger.
Yeah. But
that's
again, you 100%. But I think that's probably for the future, though, isn't it? I don't know if you could implement him there now, but you're probably not going to get results.
You know what? Based on like what I see on Musiala, perfect ball control, right? Don't you think he can play like the 9 position at times?
No. Nah. He isn't. He just he likes to be more involved in play, which a 9 doesn't get involved in the play as much. So I think he dropped down too much.
Yeah,
Maybe a false line,
maybe a false 9. Yeah, because we never tried that before, huh?
Yeah.
Just a thought.
100%. We are paying big money for Mane for instant impact and not to settle in. He needs to go ASAP. Yep, I agree. We need Newcastle to collect him.
I
Yeah,
do
it'd be
that too,
brilliant if
so-
they could go and get the big
Brilliant shout,
dough.
actually.
Liam really gives off Frank Beckenbauer vibes. Get him on the pitch. Like I said, you don't want me on the pitch. Number one, I'll be running around with a gas mask. Number two, after the match, I'll be taking the mic. I'll be giving it to the board. They'd sack me within the first day of playing. Our players are paid 20 million for nothing. Sane, Gnabry, Mane, Goretzka need to go. Yeah. Other than
how much would we get if we sold all those players?
okay, so Sane, what's that?
50, 55. 55.
Okay.
Yeah, about 50. Yeah, 50 between 50 and 55. Serge Gnabry, I know he's inconsistent, but you do get over 10 goals from him every single season. So I think I'm probably around the same. Don't you think, or you think less?
I'd say 45 just to play it safe. 45.
Yeah.
Oh, so you rate Sane more than Gnabry?
No,
Bob?
I think no. Sane is a year younger though.
Okay. 5
Mane
million,
can just go for free.
5 million per year.
Yeah, right. And Goretzka, 50 million for Goretzka?
40.
I'd say 60.
Midfielders get sold for less, and he's 28, I think, right? 28. Yeah.
28 million for Goretzka?
No, 40, but he's 28 years old.
Oh, okay.
I was
Okay.
going to say, you're moving mad, Bob. Pavard and Luca leaves. Any suggestion for the centre back? Well, yeah, we obviously spoke with George and obviously these lads as well. Well, obviously in the the live chat. But 100%. Laporte is someone we could go and get. I know that Timber's been mentioned a couple of times, but I don't know if he's a Bayern caliber centre back. To be honest with you,
Could he be a Bayern caliber CDM though?
Nah, he's better at centre back. He's better at centre back. I'd say I'd like him at centre back, and then Lamer or Guerrero as CDM. Maybe.
Havertz is I'm on the fence with Havertz though.
I think he's going over.
I
Madrid
loved
as well.
him when he was in Leverkusen, but that Chelsea move just killed him.
Yeah, but I mean they play him as a striker, so
Oh,
he
True.
ain't a
Yeah.
striker.
Good point. Good point. They are trying to play him as a centre forward rather than him playing a 10.
Big mistake.
100%. 2020 Bayern versus Bayern win. Bayern for me. I always back the boys. You lot can say what you want, but I always back the boys.
Inter Miami 2024. Oh God.
Lewandowski was a monster in that season.
Yeah.
Take that.
You know what?
Go on.
I don't know.
Because who's the main
I
stars
back
in
the
that
boys,
Barca
of
team?
course, but it's
Dino's
Suarez,
in that team, isn't he?
Suarez, Neymar, Messi.
Was that in 2009?
No,
Was it?
no.
Oh no. Okay.
Neymar joined 2014 and Suarez 2015.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wasn't that 16-17?
Yeah, no, it was 14-15
Holy
when they
crap.
14-15.
when they
I know it was one of
trio,
them.
Can I
Did
just
Dino
check?
play for Barca in 2009?
No. Henry did. As well.
Henry. Oh, okay. It was the Henrietta.
Messi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd still back Bayern.
Okay.
Even if I'm wrong, I'd back Bayern. Even though we got slapped up.
Yeah.
By City now.
You know what? Based on what Bob said, I just hope the MLS would get him or something. Maybe I can watch a game with Mane.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. To be honest, I don't care where he goes. He can go back to England. He can go to Saudi Arabia. He can go to America. He can go to Australia. To be honest, he could go to Italy. Just not. Actually, he could stay in Germany, just not with us. So okay. Oh, so you're going on what we said. So 60 million for Sane. There's no way we're getting 30 million for Mane. Not a chance.
Unfortunately.
Not a chance. Goretzka and Gnabry 50 million. That's how
We
rich
might from
that's
Newcastle.
106. That's 190.
Oh yeah, we might from
M's.
Newcastle. Yeah, good point.
Mhm.
Bastore 24. Yeah, no, he is 100%. I'd love to take him from there. I just don't know.
Yeah, I'd love to take him. Yeah.
I just don't know if we will.
He's a young Sergio Ramos, as I said before. Feisty. Very feisty.
Old Bernie was better. Why they changed the mascot? Not a clue. Not a clue.
Did they change Did they change Bernie?
Yeah. The picture here now, that's not what he looks like anymore. I think they tried to make him more child friendly, to be honest. But
what?
yeah, I'll get a picture up for you.
What were they thinking? Oh my God! This club is a shambles. Even the mascot, man.
Yeah, look, I'll show you.
We're turning into Arsenal 2 years ago, where they fired their mascot.
Yeah, it was like he was on too much wages, wasn't he? And they just like, yeah, this is the new one. So obviously
How
it was
on
this.
earth is that not child friendly? What are
Was
they
this,
thinking?
and then I went to this.
What?
So
I don't know.
Not really too sure why they did that, but they did. Right, let's carry on. I'll do. Oh wow, I went over anyway. Screw it. I'll do 10 more minutes. I'm enjoying it. But make sure to smash the thumbs up if you haven't already, people. Hit the subscribe button. And we're going to be doing daily 8 p.m. UK time shows. What I don't know what that translates into everyone's time, but if you're around, come and
That's like
join
2
in.
p.m. 2 p.m. right? My time.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good.
Cancelo should be signed. He has been our best player last few games, and Mazzari was very injury prone. Pavard will leave too. Well, Pavard will leave. Yes, I agree. But I don't know if he's necessarily injury prone. I don't think the fact that COVID got him bad, like really, really bad, helped. And to be honest with you, I don't think Cancelo was that good personally. I think he had good games and then he had poor games. So yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Anyway,
Well,
2015.
70 M's is too much.
Yeah, way too much. Oh, 100%.
I bet they were thinking of getting him, but not at that price. So,
And I think then they were thinking, oh, actually, we could go and get him. And then, then they seen that Guerrero was going on a free, and they're like, you know what, actually, we're going to go for him instead.
So you like Guerrero more than Cancelo then?
From what I don't know. I'd have to judge that after Guerrero has some game time as a Bayern player, because I think Cancelo in a Man City shirt different, and that's why I was so happy to get him. He was
Cancelo for 70 M's versus Guerrero for free.
For free, exactly. It's a
no-brainer,
isn't it? Yeah. Not to forget, guys, Bayern didn't even draw a match in 2020. Who can forget they too? Yeah, exactly, 100%. Combination of signing Kolomouani, Vlahovic. How do you say that guy's name?
Højlund, but
Højlund.
the guy from
Rasmus Højlund.
So Højlund. It would be sick if we can Salmani and Gnabry. Loads of people want Gnabry's throat, don't they? It's either Gnabry or Sane.
Both.
Or both. This guy, wait, which way are you? This guy is both. And he hates Goretzka. We need a sporting director.
Why don't you guys be like me, who doesn't have any agenda?
That's a lie. And get our deals at least started quickly. Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on at this football club at the moment. Like, I really, really don't. We just seem to be scrambling here, left, right, and centre.
It's very well, we have 2 free signings at least, but it's very uncharacteristic of Bayern to be like, this late with their transfer moves.
100%. What are your 2 opinions on Amrabat?
Very good during the World Cup, obviously. Fiorentina, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, played against West Ham the other day. I
won't judge him during that match. I'll judge because I've seen a few Fiorentina games. He's been pretty solid. It's just, is he really the best? I don't even think Rice is the best fit in our system.
I mean, if we get Amrabat, it would be a gamble for me.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't
even Rice is a gamble to begin with.
Less though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, it'd be less of a gamble. Yeah, Declan Rice suits Bayern Munich style.
How does Declan Rice suit our style, Andreas? I'm quite curious.
De Jong suits better.
I think he would suit Thomas Tuchel's style. Maybe.
Do we even know what Tuchel's style is?
Well,
like
play crap football. That's his style.
So you're saying Declan Rice plays crap football then?
No, I'm saying that he would come in and he would be playing under a manager that plays crap football. You can't swerve ball me, my man. I'm about a better passing range and played so well in the final. Yeah, he did play good. I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see a obviously you can't go off of YouTube, but I did see the YouTube clips of him in general. Bayern desperately need a striker with good skill. I 100% agree.
Going back to Amrabat versus Rice. Well, definitely Amrabat has the a superior international career than Rice. Being in a Morocco side, and Rice in an England side, I mean, I take Amrabat. I think I even take Amrabat over Rice just because of the price tag.
Yeah.
Because how much would it cost? 50 million? 40, 50?
Mm-hmm.
Around that.
And less drama, guys.
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of pressure when he comes in. Like I said, I don't think Tuchel's making it to Christmas as Bayern Munich manager. I hope he proves me wrong because I want a good season. I'm all for going bold. None of you guys will know, but I made a thing with YouTube's this guy that if Thomas Tuchel wins a double, meaning the Bundesliga, the Champions League, or the DFB Pokal, if he wins 2 of those, I will wear for the whole transfer window until we go into what season? What would it be? It'll be 24-25. Is that right? I will wear a Thomas Tuchel T-shirt with his face on it. I haven't got one, even though YouTube thinks I've got one. So yeah, I'll do that. And if we win the treble next season, which I don't think we're going to do, I will shave my head on live stream, and yeah, we'll go there. We'll go there. So yeah, I've said it. I've said
and
it
underpants.
now. Say it again.
And underpants.
If you've got something if you've got some Thomas Tuchel underpants. Thank you for the
never
stream.
know.
100%. Thank you for the live stream. There are not much big Bayern fan podcast channels yet, so keep up the good work, and we'll continue.
Thanks,
the
Bernie.
journey. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. It's a nice.
You know what? By the time we get to 1M subscribers, how old would we be then?
I'm not even gonna.
We just we just won our 25th straight.
Yeah, right. Julian Nagelsmann was very good. He should not have been fired. Yeah, agreed.
I saw some points about a press-resistant DM. If we want a press-resistant DM, we should. I mean, De Jong is the. I still think we should get De Jong. De Jong and Kimmich as our midfielders with Musiala behind it before.
Oh my word! Wow.
Oh gosh.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
I love your picture as well, by the way. Absolutely love your picture. I believe that's Star Wars, if I'm right by saying.
Oh yeah.
The guards of
Oh yeah,
how much?
Oh, Jabba
Jabba the Hutt. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And now Boba Fett because he killed him. Thiago replacement is needed. Yes, 100%.
For 2 years now, we haven't had the Thiago
just like
replacement.
Lewandowski. I think I generally think we should have kept Lewandowski. I know it would be he didn't want to stay, but oh well, what a shame. Go on a free then. You know what I mean?
You heard him, Ryan.
But yeah, man. I'm gonna what's this? What do you think? Not good enough. Again, not good enough for Bayern Munich.
You know what? With our I know. Just talking about Ollie Watkins as a player, we need him. But
yeah.
Him being English and being in the Prem, nah, we're not getting him.
Not a chance. And him being under Unai Emery as well. You ain't getting him.
Oh yeah.
Yes, De Jong is the guy. 100%.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna end that there.
Bob, what would you do if we get De Jong?
I'd still play the 4-2-3-1 with De Jong as the more the
Pivot?
one who links the defense with the midfield, and Kimmich the one who links the midfield with the attack.
That's a nice shot.
And then Musiala in front of it, Koeman on the left, Kolomani on the right, and Vlahovic on top.
You guys are making me giddy. Woo!
But hopefully, man, that's what we want. We want that. We want this. 100%. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. Thank you for everyone being in here. Thank you for you two coming in. We will be back tomorrow with another stream, and we're going to be going from now on, unless of course there's a game like Champions League games. We won't be doing an 8 p.m. stream because that will be the stream. There'll be a watch along, won't there? So,
what time is the Champions League game tomorrow?
8 p.m.
I won't be. 8 p.m. I won't be live streaming it, but if you, I think Beats will be. I think Beats is going to watch it and come in and do the stream. So he's going to have it on the background, and we'll just have a little bit of fun tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much for coming in. Vlahovic, my man, Vlahovic. But yeah, thank you for coming in.
Both.
Or both. But he did say, who do you prefer? So that's why I was just answering the question, you know. But yeah, smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you for the constant support on the channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Obviously, that's because of George from Bayern now. So shout out to him. We will get him on again, 100%. Yeah, man. Till then,
Mia.
Peace out. And last thing to say, Tuchel out.